not bad.
That's all?
No, I like it. It's good.
Ha! I knew it. They hear horror stories about my cooking, and then they embrace it. With all due respect, I just have to say, I told you, sir.
So, why don't you eat your own cooking?
Terran foods like tomatoes are poisonous to Orions.
Well, I'm going to have to take my senior officers up on their offers to cook me dinner more often. I haven't had a decent plate of food since our last stop at Starbase 211.
You're welcome, sir. You know, I wasn't going to say, but I had this idea for a baked...
We'll get back to the crash course in fine cooking. Privette here.
Sir, there's a small, low-warp shuttle on an intercept course. It's hailing us, and the pilot and his passenger are requesting permission to come aboard.
Who are they?
Hull markings indicate the ship originated from the Sahawneh sector. No evidence of weaponry. Sensors show 2 humanoids aboard. Both life signs appear to be unarmed.
Well then, let's go see what they want. Inform our passengers we'll beam them directly to our transporter room. Once aboard, I'll be on my way.
Aye, sir.
Dessert will have to wait for another day, Bronwyn. Rain check.
Welcome aboard. Our captain is on her way as I speak. You are among friends.
I am Second Minister Tolias, representing the Unity government on Sahawneh.
This is my pilot, Mr. Nurin.
Second Minister.
Amazing technology. Incredible. I've never seen a device like this.
It's called a transporter. It'd take me too long to try to explain it, but maybe my captain could for you sometime. You want to take a look?
That would be a most interesting experience. Thank you. Mr. Nurin, would you care to join us?
For my people. For the solution.
Excuse me?
No!
Security!
Drop that or we'll fire.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Status. What's...
Captain Privette?
Sir,
Reports
are you alright?
What in the universe was that?
Attention.
Status report.
Locate
Sir, there's
Captain
an
Privette
explosion.
and render
They're
assistance.
just leaving engineering when there's a loud noise.
Attention all hands.
The ship tilted and pulled
Captain
up.
Privette and render assistance.
Then it's going to continue to sink there.
Attention all hands. Locate Captain Privette and render assistance.
This is the captain. Report. Were we attacked?
Negative, sir. The alien shuttle did not fire on us. There's no indication of weapons fire anywhere in this vicinity.
Then what just happened?
Captain, I have completed a level 1 scan of the entire ship. It wasn't an external impact or explosion. The transporter room has been destroyed.
The Sahawneh?
Casualty report.
We lost at least 3 crew members, possibly more. Everyone in the transporter room were killed or injured, plus at least 1 crewman in the adjoining corridor. Damage is severe. There's a hull breach in that section and the atmosphere is venting into space.
Emergency force fields.
In place and holding.
I'm headed to sickbay. Send updated casualty and damage reports as soon as you have them.
They attacked us, sir.
You wanted a memorable dinner with your captain.
It's a deep cut, but nothing to be too worried about. Quick hit with a hypo spray, you'll be good as new. You were fortunate.
At least 4 of the crew were not. How many are you treating?
10, mostly cuts and bruises like you have. Among the less fortunate is Security Officer Fleming. He was admitted with 3rd-degree burns over 90% of his body. He was the closest to the explosion to survive. Dr. Skartek is trying to stabilize him now, but he might not make it. Transporter Chief Naymont didn't.
What about their ambassador?
Also wounded in the blast. She's receiving treatment for her injuries now. We almost lost her, but she'll live.
Her pilot set off some kind of explosive after they materialized.
Who are they?
They're Silusi.
Never heard of them.
Join the club.
Captain, I can't stress enough how lucky we were. If that blast had went off in the engine room or near a warp plasma conduit, we might not be talking right now.
Privette here.
Ship's engines operational. The explosion didn't damage any warp plasma conduits or the impulse reactors. Inertia dampeners are still online. The EPS power grid is experiencing major fluctuations, but we're in the process of getting a patch on it. Sensor logs indicate some kind of chemical explosion. No radioactivity or toxic gases. Whatever he used, though, it was strong enough to blast holes in the uranium bulkheads.
Haressa, this is the captain. Send the following message to Starfleet Command.
Ready, sir.
Urgent. Scramble and encrypt. In case somebody's listening. Starship Tristan attacked by an alien visitor. Damage to ship, 3 dead. At least 12 wounded, including myself. This attack could be an act of war on behalf of the Seleucid government against the Federation. Request immediate response and further orders. Captain Eva Privette, commanding U.S.S. Tristan, out.
Yes, Captain.
Privette, out.
Do you really think this is the opening shot of a war?
It sure feels like it.
I hope you're wrong.
So do I. Keep me updated on their ambassador and our casualties. We gotta find out what's going on before more people die. There's nothing else aboard the shuttle. It's empty except for some food containers and what appear to be some of the pilot's personal belongings. No logbooks or weapons of any kind.
And the second minister?
Still in sickbay. If she was in on the attack, we'll know soon enough. The doctor says she should regain consciousness soon.
I talked to the office of the president about the attack. The council will be convening an emergency session to talk about the matter. I'm so sorry, Eva.
Commodore, just who are these Silusi? Why would they want to attack a Federation ship?
We don't know much about them. First contact took place with Captain Sulu of the Excelsior 3 years ago. They're roughly on the same technological development as Earth was about 160 years ago.
Did Sulu's report say they're hostile?
Negative. His log showed they're still in the process of recovering from a global conflict when the Excelsior made contact. They demonstrated no open hostility to either himself or his crew.
We did nothing to provoke them. I've never even seen a Silusi, much less had the chance to attack one.
If this is the government's way of starting a war, it's a pretty stupid way going about doing it. Sending in one of the high-ranking officials to die in the blast doesn't really make sense to me.
Agreed.
Unfortunately, we have no official relationship with them, so there's no official channels to contact their people. But the council is looking into a back channel.
The subspace transmitter aboard their vessel was disabled with components stripped out and missing. Whoever planned this wanted to make sure it wasn't going to be easy for anybody to contact their homeworld.
The council has some tricks up its sleeve. They'll find a way.
What are we supposed to do in the meantime?
I know you're not going to like this, but until the council adjourns and issues a statement, there's not much to do. Your orders are to stay put, work on repairs, treat your wounded, and complete your investigation.
You're right. I don't like it.
If it was just a random act of violence without official sanction, I want you to find out what hell happened and why. Do what you can to find out answers from your visitor, but you are to hold position until further notice. Is that clear?
Aye, sir.
Good luck. I will contact you the minute I hear something. Alwine out.
Any news, sir?
We're ordered to stay put till further notice.
After we've been attacked?
Is Starfleet certain that we are safe staying here?
There is no evidence this is a deliberate act of hostility. Their shuttle is the only ship we've detected since before any of this began. We'll scan for unusual activity and any approaching vessels. If we need to defend ourselves, we will.
Who did we lose?
Wentworth, Paulson, Rodriguez, Naymont. Officer Fleming is in critical condition. He may not live.
I went to the academy with Fleming's father. He's a family friend.
We'll find out why this happened. I promise.
There's not much in the Starfleet database about the Silusi. We just discovered them a few years ago and information is meager. They do have a history of planetary violence.
Tragic past or not, an overt act of aggression against a Federation starship isn't going to stand. Not while I'm captain. If we need to defend ourselves, we will. We just lost 4 lives and may lose more.
Sir, Priority 1 message coming in from Starbase 211. It's Commodore Alwine.
Patch it through to the main viewer.
Aye, sir. Coming on screen now.
Commodore, this is Captain Privette. We're receiving you.
Captain Privette, I didn't think we'd get back to you this soon, but those bastards on the council work pretty fast when they want to. Here's the situation. They just concluded a session and sent a message to the Silusi homeworld. Long story short, we don't want a conflict, and judging by the reported response of their leaders, neither do they.
And?
Here's where it gets even more complicated. The second minister's been tasked with ending this before it spins out of control. Your government endorses that she's not in league with any native group that wants to harm outsiders, so they vouch for her peaceful intent.
She's done a poor job so far.
Look, I'm nervous too. The last thing the Federation needs is a war. We're finally enjoying better relations with the Klingons after the Kitain Accords, and the damn Romulans are actually likely to want to behave for a change. We don't need a new enemy.
What are our orders?
As soon as he is conscious, find out what the hell happened. We still have time to nip this in the bud before it blooms into something disastrous. According to the Paratur's Assembly's own statement, there are people in their own government who think somehow we provoked this. They may be itching for a fight.
Fear is an easy emotion to scratch.
Try not to make things any worse than they already are. I wish I could send some help. Just know I have the Deimos and the Alexander on standby, but I cannot dispatch them until open hostilities break out. Good luck. Starfleet out.
You heard him.
Aye.
Privette here.
Captain, this is Dr. Gray.
Please tell me you have some good news.
I'm sorry, sir. I don't. Security Officer Fleming has died. His injuries were just too severe. He was barely alive when he got here. Sorry, sir.
Understood. Just let me know when our guest can speak. Bridge out.